Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They go to the ground. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He just threw it away. I get not wanting to throw an interception, but you'd think he might want to keep that play alive.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. They're setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. Takes a handoff. It's Santos. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You're going to stop the run game. You better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Adams. And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, right?
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to be.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
Going for the big play. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolute shame. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Adams. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Now remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Makes his connection. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Adams. Throws to the back. Gets it out quickly. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
16, Alabama, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Missing a good game, ref.
Offense gets set for second down. And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Wants to throw. It's Adams. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Ohio State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Texas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering...
The ball was out behind the line, and he was able to get back on top of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll run for it on third and short. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. At the 45, on its way. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. In your own territory, fourth down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before. He's got 10 yards and the first down.
first down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Got his man quickly. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They want to run this quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. From the gun, the ground game. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Alabama quickly back to the line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's Adams. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense, quick tempo. He's back to throw on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
He's going to pass. He lets it fly. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? He tries to take the top off. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Trying to take it back. The tag! And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Finds his man. It's Tompkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. That's caught. It's Cameron. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, it's out. So he coughed it up and got it back, but he didn't get it to the first down line. It'll be a turnover. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep two hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that one.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fakes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play, and you knew it was going to be a pass. You cover everything short, but then the quarterback just makes something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Handoff to the single running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Tompkins. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
The give on the inside. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. On the move at the 30. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Floating away. Gets rid of it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Now second and 10. To the air, it's Adams. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. The defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 2nd down coming up. Trying play action. Got his man on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Wide receiver shows motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Power football with the run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. It's Tompkins. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late will be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Got his man out of the backfield. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll leave it with him. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 1st down. He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Adams. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Alabama pushing the tempo. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, ball's out! And the fumble goes out of bounds. He'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
He'll take a shot. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win.